Hello, welcome to my channel once again. In the next two videos, I'll be showing you how you can monitor, optimize, and troubleshoot your applications in your Azure environment. In this particular video, I'll be showing you how you can make use of application insights at the most basic level. Let me share my screen. So application insight, as the name implies, it gives you insights to your application. So I believe you can see my screen now. So what this feature does, it's a feature in Azure, and it comes with a couple of services in your Azure portal. It's for this video, we are going to be using it with web application. So I'll be running through a very fast demo and we'll see how it works. So I want to create a web app. So I'm creating a normal web app. So as I said earlier on, it's a feature that is available in your Azure environment. So let me use this in source code. So let me give the name Frank 100, 100. Then you're fine with codes. Let me use codes. Runtime stack. Let's use .NET, the latest long-term supports. Yeah, so I think this is good. ECS is fine. So I'm using the pricing plan. This is the app service plan I'm using. I'm using the free F1 shared infrastructure because I mean it's okay for this demo. So after this application insight, we are going to be covering a series around Redis, Azure Cache for Redis. It's a very interesting topic area. It helps to make your application available. It's really, really interesting, especially for people in this part of the world. When it comes to building highly responsive application, it's something that is not a luxury, it's something that you should always consider. And most developers overlook it, but it's something that you need to have in mind. So what I'll be doing now is I'll just navigate to monitor and secure because I'm not interested in these other areas. And this is the interesting part. They are going to ask me if I want to enable application insight. And you can see that by default it's ticked as yes. And that's because my web app is Windows based. If it was Linux based, then I might have some issues around this. So you can either create a new one or you can choose an existing application inside. You can see how the lots set up here, but let's work with the new one that is being created so that it will be easy for me to just delete everything when I'm done with this video. Then that's basically all we need to do. So we are enabling the application insight feature, which would help us to troubleshoot, monitor, and optimize our application. Okay, so I'm clicking to create. So one thing I also need to mention is that if I were to be working from my Visual Studio, so it's done validating, it's time to create now. So if I were to be working from Visual Studio, I can choose to add the application insight SDK to my Visual Studio application, or I add the application insight that is on the cloud, which is the one that is on Azure. So I'll be showing you how you can do that very quickly. I wouldn't be doing that in this video because in the next video, I'll be picking a real application, an application that has a database, and we'll see how we can use application insight with such kind of application to provide insight not only for our application, but also around the database. So while this is loading, should I just quickly show you how You can add the SDK. I wouldn't be doing it, but I just want you to see it. So, okay, so I think we can do that. Okay, so already done. So let's just continue. So go to resource. So I think let me just show you the how to add the SDK. So that it's because it might take some time for this to be propagated. So let me stop sharing and I will be going to my Visual Studio. I'm going to my Visual Studio. Yeah. So basically, what this is essentially demonstrating is that you can use Application Insight even without an Azure account. You can get the insight from your Visual Studio. So if I should right click and you go to ads, you see the option for application insight elements. So if I should click on this, I can either, you can see, I can either choose to add the one for Azure or the one for uh, the SDK. But for me to show this, I'll need to delete this. But because I already added the one for Azure over here, that's why you are not seeing the option clearly over here. But after adding it, it will install the relevant Nugget package and do all the necessary configuration for you. Then all you need to do to see the window where you can see the various metrics that work with application insights. So come over to view. I think it's on the, is it toolbars? Is there anything around the application insight here or other window? So I think application insight search. I think this can do the magic. So once you click on this, you see a similar experience to what you have in Azure. So when you are working using local hosts in your local machine, you can see the CPU utilization, the request rates, and things around that um, from your Visual Studio. So that's basically how you can use it over here. So now let me go back to my application. Yeah, so we are back here. Let me just refresh this page to see if the health check has been um, propagated. Yeah, okay, it's showing now. You can see it's running. So if I should copy this URL and I go over here and so before and I and I click on a leads and I come over here, um, I'm looking for application inside. I think it's under performance. Okay, not performance. Is it app service plan? So what are you? Okay, it should be under monitoring, I believe. But it's not here. Okay, so what I usually do is that I go to the application insights. If you can recall, it created an instance for the application insight when we were provisioning the web application. So you just locate the Frank, this is it, you click on it, and you see what applies to this application. So you can see the field request, server response time, and different metrics over here in the dashboard. So you can see different metrics over here. So what I will do now is let me send some requests to it and let's see the reflection over here. So I will go to live metrics so that I will see the live, what is happening in real time. Yeah. So you can see incoming requests, you can see outgoing requests, overall health, blah, blah, blah. These are just some. You can add more if need be. So now let me go and put some traffic to it. And let's see. Yeah, you can see incoming requests. You can see incoming requests. You can see it here. That's you can see the duration. So if I want to create another leap, I can send some more requests. When you come over here, you see it again. Come over here, you see another one. So you can use this to monitor your application. You can review the performance, you can use it to troubleshoot. This is just an introduction. So in the next video, you'll be seeing a full application. You can see this is not really an application, but there's basically nothing here. But in the next video, we are going to be seeing an application that has data. The application is connected to a database, and we'll see how we can use application insights to troubleshoot database queries, to kind of like review and monitor how our application is interacting with our database. It's very interesting, very helpful, and I hope you are going to find it very useful. So if you've gained something from this video, don't hesitate to share, like, and subscribe. Have a nice day.